Hello everyone, this is Jace bringing you another video commentary. This time we're looking at 6 Warrior Quest Area 7, the Quistis 6 Warrior Quest. I'm bringing a team of Vivi, Sherlotta, and Paine. For this fight, for those who aren't familiar, each boss has its own set of mechanics. So boss A is going to throw up an aura that will prevent you from launching unless you delay boss A by 2 turns. Boss B, the little mechanical fire dog bro, will throw up an aura that makes all physical attacks miss both bosses. And the way that you deal with that is by launching boss B, but you can only do it with magic because all physical attacks are going to miss. And at one point towards the end, there's an overlap where both auras will be active, so you need to first delay boss A, and then you need to launch boss B with a magic attack. Alternatively, instead of respecting all the fight mechanics, you can just bring a team that has a magic dealer that deals plenty of damage and just kind of rush the boss down. So as you can see with this team comp, that's what we're going to do. We brought a Seymour call that we've already used just to handle that delay mechanic for boss A. For Paine, we brought a Quistis call, and that's because, as you can see as we're charging the gauge here, these bosses have like a pretty heavy brave gain down. So even after all this charging, Sherlotta's overhead isn't even full. So the Quistis call is going to make sure that when we are doing some launching later on, that everybody's nice and batteried and can deal maximum damage while they're in the air. The last call that we've brought is a Sid Rain's call, and that's going to be on our boy Vivi, who's going to be carrying the damage. Now, I think Vivi, honestly, people kind of slept on him a little bit. He deals a very respectable amount of damage, and his Echo has a follow-up. It's a 3 full AoE HP attack follow-up, and that's nothing to sneeze at in a fight with 2 or more targets. It's quite respectable. I don't even have a maxed out Ultima weapon for him, so he's got a 0 out of 5 Ultima weapon on him now, and you're going to see some pretty respectable damage, I think. Now, as you can see, we are using Paine's Force Time, and we have our party's turns lined up in such a way that we're going to get to use all of Paine's Echoes, all one Echo, both of Sherlotta's Echoes, and then we're going to be able to work some magic with Vivi. Now with Paine's BT effect, we are getting these consecutive turns. So everything's already lined up. Paine's got 2 turns in a row, Sherlotta's going to get 2 turns in a row. And then with Vivi, we're gonna do some fun stuff at the end of Vivi's BT phase that I won't spoil just yet if you aren't too familiar with how you can do BT phases with Paine on the team. But yeah, these bosses with this team comp, even though it's a comp that's built for rushdown, thanks to Paine, these bosses really aren't going to be doing a whole lot. We're going to be plenty batteried. We don't really need to worry about getting broken. With Paine on the team, she's got that HP silence, so B can't really do anything to us. A is going to do this adorable group brave attack that does nothing. And here we go. We have made it to Vivi's turn. We're going to go ahead and use that Sid Rain's LD call to allow him to launch throughout the entire BT phase. I'm going to make sure that we select Sherlotta just in case we aren't able to kill them with Vivi. Sherlotta will be able to finish them off better than Paine, because by the time we are at the end here, Paine won't be able to do anything. So Paine's done attacking for the rest of the fight. And here we are with Vivi's BT phase. So with Vivi's BT phase, there's a little bit of a strategy going on here. So we actually want to prioritize the HP plus, because the HP plus deals 8 HP attacks to the main target and 2 HP attacks to the off targets. But with 8 HP attacks going into the main, that's going to lead to more damage added to our launch. So we want to try to fit those as late into the BT phase as possible, but at the same time, we're going to need to refresh Vivi's LD buff or his overhead at some point, because we don't want that to run out. So I just kind of figured, I'll wait sometime towards the end of the BT phase and just press the LD, and I'm sure it'll last as long as we need it to, because as you can see already, because of Paine's BT effect, Vivi's actually going to still have more turns even when his burst phase is done. So we just want to make sure that LD buff is going to last, the rest of the time. So here we go, we just went ahead and tapped the LD there. We're still launching away, not really a whole lot else to talk about here for the BT phase. Man, I think about it, and people acted like Vivi was hot garbage when he came around, but I've actually used him for a lot. I used him in Shiva Spiritus. I don't actually think I would have been able to clear the fight without having Vivi, because I used him for that whole defense ignore thing, for those who are familiar with that fight. I've used him as a main DPS quite a bit over these last few months. I'm really excited that I got to bring him out again, because, he's the best boy. Vivi for president. So we are at 927% on the force gauge as we use one of Vivi's FRs here. And keep in mind, we have both of his echoes still available. We never used an echo at the beginning of the fight from Vivi. So he's going to come out of his force time here, and he's going to be absolutely ready to go. So both bosses are below 50% at this point. Throughout the entire BT phase, we've just been pretty much just targeting whichever enemy has a higher HP percentage, current HP percentage. It's worked out just fine. They're relatively even. A lot of the stuff we're going to be doing, well, not a lot, all of the stuff we're going to be doing forward, except for this first attack, are going to be AoE. Another cool thing about Vivi, his skill 2 is basically instant turn rate. So when we come out of BT phase with full stacks of Paine's BT buff, the one that gives consecutive turns, instead of passing the turn, we can hit his skill 2. During these 2 consecutive turns, we're going to be using his FR Echo. So that's 4 FR Echo size HP attacks with 3 full AoE HP attack follow-up. It hits like a truck. It's not quite as strong as Balfir's, maybe not as strong as Sid Rain's or Tifa's, but it's still notable. It's still a pretty chonky Echo. And that was enough to kill one of them, but oh no, one of them survived. Oh, what are we gonna do? Just kidding, it's over. So there we go, that's the run. This team is still very, very strong. Vivi's good, Paine's good, Sherlotta's good. They work really well together. As you can see, this was able to carry 3 bronze characters, including Quistis. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you did in the comment section below, and I'll catch you later.